Well, it's that time again. Let's walk in faith, talk about anime, and grow together. Welcome to Reb's Otaku Talk. Hey Otaku family, welcome back to Reb's Otaku Talk, where faith and fandom collide. I'm your host Reb, and joining me is my co-host K2.
Howdy, howdy.
And Raver Mom.
Hello.
And together we'll venture into a world of anime through the lens of Christian values. Whether you're a seasoned otaku or just starting your anime journey, this is the place where we blend our love for all things anime with a walk in Christ. Join us as we explore thought-provoking themes, inspiring stories, and tackle the deeper connections between our favorite shows and our faith. It's all about finding God's truth in the worlds we love. This is your Christ Walk with Otaku Talk. Let's get started. So today's going to be a little bit different. We do have a topic that we are going to talk about, but it's going to go along with food. Today we're going to talk about fellowship. And if we look in the Bible, fellowship is talked about quite a bit. But what I want to focus on is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another." Now this primarily talks about the influence that you let into your life. If you want to change your ways and the people you hang out with are the way you don't want to be, then the biggest thing you can do to start changing is to get away from those people. You know, to put yourself with like-minded people are the way that you want to go, and let their influence you. Before we get into that discussion, I want to go ahead and break the ice with our first snack. And I had to look up the names of all of these snacks because everything is written in Japanese. This one right here has had my curiosity ever since we got it. It is called the Mito Puku Puku Thai Fish Shaped Wafer. And it is chocolate filled.
The name makes it not sound enticing, just so you know.
But
I don't care if it's... I mean, I like chocolate. I would bathe in chocolate, but...
It's adorable.
It is cute.
It's adorable. It is a very...
I've seen those all over in, like, various animes.
Mm-hmm.
So... Oh, wow. I thought it would have been, like, a soft cookie.
That's what I was expecting, too.
K2, if you want to take your piece.
For me, he's just going to use his hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm married to you.
18 years.
Yes, this past weekend we just celebrated our 18th anniversary. So, happy anniversary, Raver Mom.
Oh, thanks.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
First bite.
Wow, it's very flaky.
It is very light feeling.
Yeah, very light.
It's very weird looking.
It doesn't taste bad.
No, it's...
It reminds me of those wafer cookies that you like, only it's got more filling.
Yeah. It's like a Kit Kat, but better.
As Raver Mom looks at you bad.
I don't know this man sitting next to me.
You're not sharpening iron right now, K2.
Listen, I love all things chocolate, and this is weird. Although some of the chocolate we've gotten out of the, what is it, the international aisle in Publix, where they got, like, all the different countries. Mm-hmm. Some of that's kind of weird, too. But it's not like it's not American, so it's going to taste odd to us.
If you were to have to rate the Puku Puku Thai Fish, what would you rate it? Out of 5. We'll do 5.
1 out of 5?
5 being good, 1 being, I wouldn't eat it again.
I give it a 4.
4?
4.
Raver Mom, what would you give it?
I wouldn't give it a 4, but I wouldn't, I don't know, probably a 3. Just because what is it, a wafer?
Yeah.
Is very flavorless. Like, maybe if they put, like, a little cinnamon or a little, nothing major, just very bland.
Okay. Me personally, I'd give it a 3. Filling was good. I would have eaten the filling by itself.
I wouldn't have done that. And I love chocolate, so.
I guess all together we give the Puku Puku fish a 3.5.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ooh, I just made a mess in your studio.
Oh.
It's okay. So vacuums are
That's really bad. I was just about to say that.
So you said that you saw the Puku Puku fish in some anime.
Yes.
Can you remember what anime?
I know My Hero Academia, I've definitely seen it in that. And I know there's some others that I've seen them in. Girls in Panzer has at least something similar to those, but those two are coming out in my mind right now.
Didn't some of the Studio Ghiblis have something kind of like that looked like that?
Yeah. Yeah, some
That's
of them
what comes
did.
to my mind. Some of the studio, like Ponyo and a few of the other ones, I think had something in it like that.
And I know that Lucky Star also did.
Yeah, that was another one.
Puku Puku fish, not bad. I would eat it again, but I would not go out of my way to order it.
You know what? Because I just had a piece of the wafer by itself. You know what it made me think of?
What?
Those actual wafer cream sticks that you can get.
Yeah.
That's what it made me think of. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I think maybe I'm going to change my rating. I'm going to bump it up to a 4. Because I really like those wafer sticks. And I would literally sit there and eat a whole pack.
I guess that means that we're giving it a 4 and not a 3.5.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're talking about fellowship. And fellowship, a lot of people can mistake it for friendships. Or they can mistake it for just hanging around people. But fellowship is more of an action activity than it is just hanging around people. Whenever you fellowship with somebody, you do it in you have to do it with the mindset of I'm going to interact. During the Naruto episode, we talked a little bit about the importance of going to church and how it's biblical to go to church, and that's because, one, worship is a group activity as well as a single activity. But it is also so that you have the ability to fellowship with like-minded people and to get that influence. Is fellowship something you find difficult to do?
Yes. I would think so, but then again, I find interacting with people difficult. So, those two kind of go hand in hand.
Favorite mom?
I agree. Just because I get taken wrong. The way that I, like, sometimes my facial expressions or how I sound or whatever is taken out of context or whatever, and so people assume I'm something and when I'm not, and so I find that kind of deterring. So
That's understandable. I mean, snap judgment seems to be the thing, especially nowadays. I remember one time whenever I was little, we had a new pastor that just came to the church that we were at. He was the new lead pastor, and my dad at the time was a pastor at the church. He was over the children's ministries, and they went to the church to talk about changing some stuff around, and I went with them, and I was sitting in a chair in the sanctuary while they were talking, and the pastor looks at my dad and goes, "Does he not like me?" Dad's like, "Why?" It was 'cause the face he has on. My dad's like, "That's the way he looks. Don't take it personal."
yeah, your thinking face or your like focus face took me a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, years before that's just how he looks.
I don't have a very nice looking resting face.
There's an acronym for that, you know?
You got a face perfect for podcasting.
Exactly.
Or radio or anything like that.
I wanted to be a voice actor whenever I was younger. I did not want to be on TV. I wanted my voice to be on TV. That's a different story.
There you go.
I think that snap judgment thing that people got going on nowadays makes fellowshipping extremely hard.
Well, it isn't just the snap judgment. It's also one interaction. They take that like that's you, like that's only you, and they put you in this box or they put you in this circle, and like that's the only thing you can do. You can't do or be anything else, and it's hard to get out of it once you're in it, I guess. So
Yeah,
anyways,
it's definitely annoying. Before we continue, we're going to go on to the next snack.
I will say this: when you brought up the whole topic for tonight, what came to mind was fairy tale and the guilds, and how everyone finds their own guild and it's full of their own people, and how, I mean, even though each person in each guild is different, they all have like this one thing in common.
Yeah.
And they all hang out, and they all chill with each other, and they help each other. And anyways.
It's definitely true. And while we're on that thought, we're going to go to our next snack. It's by a company called YBC. These are called Black Picola Sticks, and they have milk in them.
All right.
If I'm sick tomorrow, I'm going to blame it all on you. I'm just saying. Ooh, you could totally drink milk out of this.
Yeah.
These are supposed to be used as
Like a
straws
straw.
or dessert,
As straws, yeah.
dessert sticks or... Yeah.
It's like an Oreo.
I was just going to say it smells like an Oreo. It's another wafer style.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one.
This is a 5.
I totally agree. You can get something like this at Dollar Tree.
It's a European one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. These are kind of better. These aren't as sweet as the other ones. The other ones I can only have just like a couple.
Well, what's amazing about these is I've got a paper here with all the ingredients and nutritional facts about all of them. And if you were to take the ones that you can get in the store, like I said, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, any grocery store.
And for those not in the United States, those are the places we go and get food. And if I just insulted you, I'm sorry.
Shame.
It knows my name, okay?
But if you look at it, there's pretty much nothing artificial in this.
Mm-hmm. That's why their food's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually pretty cool. I'll hand you that. You guys want another one, or?
Yeah, I'll definitely take another one. Which one was this again?
This is the Piccolo stick.
Piccolo stick.
Can't you get those? Can't we get those?
With the Piccolo sticks?
No.
No.
I thought I saw it in the international section.
I mean, unless they got something new. I haven't seen, like, these specifically in one. I've seen stuff similar.
Yeah, wow.
So we're all giving this one a 5?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I would so eat these all day long.
Okay. And for everybody listening online, this is what a Piccolo stick is. They're delicate wafer rolls infused with rich cocoa flavor and filled with a creamy milk-flavored center. Their light, crispy texture combined with the smooth filling makes them a delightful treat. That is from the distributor's website.
These are more dangerous than Oreos.
Yeah, because you could just sit there and eat them and eat them and eat them and eat them, and you're not going to get filled until it's too late. I like the reference to fairy tale whenever it comes to fellowship, because it's true. Whenever you fellowship with people enough, they do become like family. And whenever you watch fairy tale and somebody joins the guild, you can see it whenever they go up against Loxus in the Battle of Fairy Tale, or the Battle of Fiori. You kind of see it whenever they interact with Juvia. And Juvia fights to make herself liked because she was an enemy of Fairy Tale, but then they accepted her in. And so she felt like she had to prove herself. But then, in the midst of all of it, she sacrifices herself, and they look at her and they say, I don't know why you did that. You're family.
Mm-hmm. Well, because she didn't get treated like that on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It was everyone was on their own. And when you get that ingrained in you for so long, it's hard to understand the concept of being accepted for who you are. And your past is forgiven.
And I think that's a huge part of fellowship.
Yeah.
You have to accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
And you never know. They could be the person coming to you because they want to be more like you, or they want to get into something that you're into. They want that influence. And Juvia, she wanted that influence. She wanted to feel love, and not only did she want to know how to feel that kind of love, she wanted to know how to give that kind of love.
Well, it also didn't help. I mean, it also helped that, what's his name was in there too?
Yeah, Gray.
Gray.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, K2, while we're on that subject, what anime to you shows a good example of fellowship?
I'm going to go with Girls in Panzer.
Okay. I still have to watch that one.
We gotta. I'm going to sit you down and watch it. It's a high school sports anime.
It's a high school sports anime?
It is about tanks.
Panzer?
Girls und Panzer.
Okay. See, that's not what I heard, but okay. I'm not going to say what I thought you said, but okay. Anyways, continue.
Yes.
Because I've never heard of it. So.
All right, so basically...
Spoiler alert.
Our main protagonist goes to a school that doesn't have this tank program sport because, long story short, she got PTSD from it, but it's an extremely safe sport. Don't worry about it. And the only reason why she got accepted into this school was because they were starting this program up. And she's coming from a very prestigious school that had this tank program. So now, and she was like, no, I'm not doing it. And she made 2 friends, and they were almost like really excited to like join this. But when they found out that this new friend didn't want to do it, like nothing, and was gonna leave the school, they too also put in their resignations for the school. And then that kind of clicked that, okay, these are good people. I'm going to stay and fight.
Aww, that's awesome.
So we've done a lot of sweet. Now I'm going to go to something savory.
All right.
And we can...
Savory or salty? Does that mean salty?
Yes.
Okay.
With this, we can sit with it for a while. This is pretty much the Japanese version of Pringles.
I was just about to say, it looks like a Pringles.
It's a very tiny Pringle can.
They are called Chip Star potato chips. In this specific flavor.
It comes from Japan.
Hold on.
They're all tiny.
Is it... What?
They're called Chip Star potato chips. And yes, they were in a tube, and then from the tube, they were put into a wrapper.
Chip Star, like that... Okay. My teacher brain is broke.
And I'm going to have you try these before I tell you what flavor it is. I want you to try and guess the flavor.
Ooh.
I know what flavor. And I'm not looking forward to trying it. I'm going to let KT try it.
Alright. There's a flavor there, but I can't put my finger on it. Just tastes like a baked Lay's chip.
It's like a Pringle.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Raver Mom.
I don't like that snack, okay?
Give it a shot.
I like Pringles. Let me clarify. I like Pringles. I do not like the flavor
the flavor that you're afraid of, it's not there that heavy.
It's not... What flavor is it?
Seaweed salt.
Oh.
So this specific
I read the ingredients.
It's a famous stacked potato chip snack. An array of tasty flavors. These potato chips are carefully seasoned with lightly salted nori seaweed flakes and are perfectly crispy. They come in a handy cylinder-shaped tube with a resealable lid so that they are easy to carry. Go ahead and take
Being an American, I think they need to be a little bit more salty. I think they're a little dry.
These are the ingredients with that. Potato flakes, vegetable oil, salt, green seaweed, Aosa seaweed, emulsifier, and seasoning. That's it. Now it makes me want to go grab a Pringles can.
Even their emulsifier is natural.
Yeah. It makes me want to go grab a Pringles can to compare.
Oh, there's no comparison. These are way better.
No. I'm not talking about the flavor. I'm talking about the ingredients.
Oh. Again, these are going to be way better.
Yeah. Hands down.
You want some more?
I'm good. Thank you.
What would you rate it, Raver Mom?
I'll give it a 3. It's not bad. If they were at a party, I'd eat them.
Yeah, I give it a 3. They need to be a little bit more salty for my American palate.
Well, it isn't really. I mean, the flavor isn't bad. But yeah, it does need a little more of a kick of something.
Yeah.
Like maybe just a touch more. Literally, kaboom, kapow, whatever, ka-chow.
These would be good in sour cream.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Or the ranch dip or something. Yeah. Don't sit there and eat it all. Because you know Princess Pika would love to try some. It's got her favorite flavor.
Yes, I introduced her to seaweed.
Yeah.
And she likes...
As you have more of it, the seaweed flavor builds up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe that's why it only has... What is the serving size? Is it the whole pack? Oh, yeah, 1 package. Wow, 1 tube. Holy cow. And it only has 160 milligrams of sodium on it. That is crazy.
It's because it's a natural salt.
That's insane.
It's not a processed salt. It is a natural sea salt.
That's awesome, though.
This is why all we have is processed garbage.
I know.
Makes you want to start importing your groceries.
Listen, don't tempt us. Don't tempt me at all.
Back to our topic. I think one good example of fellowship to me is in Ghost Hunt. In Ghost Hunt, it kind of to me it gives like the turmoil. You have a girl that's in high school who likes hanging out with the cool crowd and stuff like that, but she doesn't fit in with them. Then she gets in with these group of people by the shot that she has to pay them back for breaking a piece of equipment. So she's working it off as an intern, and she ends up spending all her extra time with them. And
I think you're thinking of another anime. No?
Nope.
Because there's one with another very similar plot to this.
Well, this is an older anime.
Okay.
So if there's a newer one taking the plot from Ghost Hunt...
I'm thinking of one that was maybe early 2000s.
This one would have been late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
But yeah, they are paranormal investigators.
Okay.
I remember now. I'm like,
Yeah, it's like the second anime that we watched all the way through together.
Yeah, we actually watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I got it. I actually got it in the case. It's signed by 2 of the actors.
Yeah, it's over that way.
But it's really cool. It's a very diverse group of people because they are doing paranormal investigations. You know, you have different religions and the way they try to exorcise ghosts and the mythology behind all of it, and they take it from different points of view, but they do not knock on each other. They accept each other. There's a little bit of the controversy in the religious beliefs, but what's really cool is the fact that it's one of those things where I told you they think that Christianity's fascinating because they have a Catholic priest that is in there, and whenever everything else fails, they send the Catholic priest in. They gave recognition to that power, which I thought was really cool in the anime whenever it came to religious perspectives. Going back to it, they fed off of each other. They grew with each other. It was true fellowship at the fact that they became a family unit and they were all diverse from each other. One of them was a Chinese man who was alive back whenever the Japanese attacked China.
Okay.
So he does not like the Japanese whatsoever. But he is a part of this group, and he flat told the girl, I don't like Japanese people. But he was family with that unit, and it was people from all over the world. So it was a really cool, to me, example of fellowship that you don't have to be the same type of person. You don't have to be the same race. You don't have to come from the same place. You could come from a completely different walk of life. Fellowship is completely possible. Yep. Which is where I believe church is a big thing because of the fact that it's people from all different walks of life coming together for one reason, for one influence. I think that's really cool. We're going to go on to our next thing. I think that we have eaten quite a bit. By the way, we're getting all of these snacks from a Japan crate. It is a snack crate that you can get from FYE, or you can go to japancrate.com and you can order them, and it is literally a box of Japanese snacks. Some of them are mystery, some of them are not. They got special editions like the Assassin's Creed box and all sorts of other stuff on there. This one was bought for me as a gift. So thank you, Edgar and Cara. They have been longtime supporters of our ministry. And yeah, so far it's awesome. One of the coolest gifts I've gotten from anybody outside of our family.
It's not cooler than my gift.
No, it's not cooler than your gift. This right here, this is a drink. It's Mitsuya cider. And apparently this company has been making cider since 1884.
All right.
This is a sparkling apple soft drink, according to the description. So we are going to put it into, keep with the Japanese theme. It's pretty much like a Japanese drinking bowl. We'll go with it. There you go, Raver Mom. Okay, the Mitsuya cider. Raver Mom's looking at the ingredients. She's making sure she's not
I'm
ingesting.
curious because it literally is just sugar and flavoring, and then something that I don't know how to pronounce.
It tastes like a Sprite.
That's actually not bad.
No, it's really good. I think better than a Sprite.
I don't think Raver Mom likes it. It's like, here, Rev, you finish it.
Well, I'm not much of a Sprite fan, so...
Well, apple is the base of this versus lemon lime. So, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't taste apple in it, like, at all. Maybe, like, now that that's settling, I do.
It's got a cider back taste. Like
Yeah,
an apple cider
it does.
back
Yeah,
taste.
I was about to say, like, now that it's finished.
Yeah. I think it's...
And I totally got that again.
I'd give it a 4.
Yeah, I'd give it, a solid
I'll start
4.
the ratings. I'll give it a 4. What you looking for, Raver Mom?
Peppermint.
Here, we will go ahead and just go to the next thing because it's candy.
I wanted a peppermint or something to...
I don't have any peppermints.
No, but you got a candy cane over there. I can't get to it. It's fine.
You want the candy? We can do the candy.
I want this taste out of my mouth.
Okay, we're gonna
water,
go ahead and do the
It's not
candy
helping.
to help Raven.
Have another chip because it'll dry.
Oh yeah, there we
out.
go. Give me one of those. I want
That'll cleanse the palate.
my plain water is not doing anything.
At what point in your life was fellowship a major impact?
I think I'm getting that now. I don't think I've had it before, but I think I'm growing it now.
Honestly, I'm a little touched.
Wow, somebody found your weirdness awesome.
Well, when you put it that way,
Listen,
it takes a special person to like my weird.
it does. Not knocking anybody, but
No, it's all right. I'm weird too, so
I think it just takes I think it takes like-minded people to like each other.
It does.
Like it's. I mean, like I said, when you find that, you cherish it, just because it's really hard to find. So I'm not trying to diss anybody. I sound like I am, but I'm not.
Well, the person you'd be dissing is me.
I know, because I'm allowed to.
Yeah, no, I'm touched. I mean, in all
Thank you.
seriousness.
I think he's blushing a little.
We have friends that pass by constantly. We have friends that come into our lives.
Yep.
And what they want is something we have to offer. We have friends going in and out of our lives like that our entire marriage. It's
I think everybody has that. I know I've had that.
it's one of the most hard, slightly annoying things ever, because of the fact that you put so much time building a relationship with somebody for them to say, oh, I've got what I want out of you, see you later.
Yep.
And then they act as if you're the one who destroyed everything. And it's like, what's with the needless drama? But yeah, no, I'm a little touched. Raver Mom.
Yes.
Fellowship story.
I don't have one. The only reason I say that is because of the fact that I've experienced what you just explained quite a lot, where I've looked at as the odd one, the misunderstood one. I guess the only, like, real fellowship, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't have really many long-term good fellowship experiences, I guess. Because eventually either I get used and abused, or I get misunderstood, or, you know, thrown out with the old trend.
I guess that's where...
You're my fellowship.
I guess that's where whenever we were talking about before, how fellowship gets intertwined with friendship a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear, I mean, here lately, our pastors have been talking about fellowship and friendship.
Relationships.
Yeah.
And they've been talking about it a lot, and they couple fellowship with friendship a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And fellowship leads to friendship, or
vice versa, I think.
vice versa. Me personally, in my experience with, with fellowshipping with people, is a lot of my experience as fellowship is very passive. And in a lot of areas of our lives so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, people are put in our path for a season, then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, I get it. But I guess in our case, it's the getting used part. And it's like, was fellowship really there?
Yeah.
Was that true fellowship? Was it really someone trying to build a relationship, or was it somebody just trying to get something, and as soon as they got it, they left?
Yeah, I think the last time I felt in some kind of fellowship atmosphere was at the last family reunion we went to over in Zephyr Hills with your family.
Oh, my cousin's place.
Yeah, your cousin's place.
Okay.
Just because of the fact that, because I'm the in-law, normally
Mm-hmm.
in-laws are like, ooh, but like everybody loved me. Like because the previous year we didn't go, and they were constantly asking his mom, where is Sheree and Daniel? Where is Sheree? How's she doing? Da-da-da. And I was honestly shocked because the majority of these people I had never met. Literally never met them. And so it was awesome to feel accepted just by, just by the marriage, not because my own family is a difficult one, and there were a lot of bad blood in the very beginning, but that was all disregarded. Like, it wasn't held against me. It wasn't like they loved me. They loved my kids, and we were all like, I guess that would be one of my good fellowship memories.
Well, and that's true fellowship.
Yeah.
And to experience true fellowship it's special.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was a good experience because not many families accept the in-laws. Like, your cousin who isn't your cousin, or she is your cousin or something. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna write her name down because I don't know if we wanna. Who is that in your family? Is she a cousin? Is she actually?
She was my cousin's wife.
Okay, so there was a lady, and she was an in-law, and he passed away, and they still treat her years later, as one of their own. And they do things for her.
That's great.
Just as if she was born into the family. Like, and to me that speaks volume.
Yep.
Of the family's heritage and how they genuinely are, and to me that's just, I don't know, it's amazing. It's amazing to have that kind of legacy to keep pressing forward, and pushing forward even after people in your family have passed away.
They fellowship with everybody. When church, outside of church, family, that's just the way they were.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Genuine fellowship.
It doesn't matter who you are. they will wrap their arm around you. They do the Southern thing. If you walk through their front door, you hungry?
Yep.
And if you tell them no, you're still going to eat.
Yep.
Because they want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So that they can sit down and get to know you.
Yep.
And that not only are they going to get to know you, but you're going to get to know them. And they genuinely want to not just fill your belly with food, but they want to feed into your life. That right there is, I think, the perfect example of iron sharpening iron.
Yep.
Of one person sharpening another person. It's that genuine want to build somebody up.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the hardest things to find nowadays. And Raver Mom is absolutely right. I agree 100%. It's hard to find. But whenever you find it, that's it. I mean, we don't see half of my family. Usually there's a good 5-year gap between each time we see the majority of my family down south. But it doesn't.
Overdue.
But it doesn't matter the distance and time. As soon as we go down there, it's like no time has passed at all.
Yeah.
And they do the same exact thing. It doesn't change. They are genuinely 100%. That's them.
Yeah, they take their core values and their legacy to heart, and they want it passed down.
That's great.
To generation. And to me, that's amazing, because you don't see families doing that. You don't see them passing something that's that important, and it's not just learning things from a book. Like, it's like you said, it's like the Southern hospitality. Yep. It's the genuinely caring for people and showing that love. Things like that are not they're not, because we get so swept up with the world.
Yeah. And
we forget to care about people and show that love and kindness and friendship and relationships, and we forget the fellowship. And it's good to find it. Like you said, once you find it, you keep it and you fight for it, and you don't let things, get in the way of it.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't do something to run you off, K2.
Yeah, no, I hope I don't do something to run you guys off.
If you haven't done it yet, then...
If I haven't run you off yet, then I think we're doing good. You can ask Raver Mom. People don't hang around me that long.
No.
I think the longest anybody ever stuck around me was a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because the problem is they, not a brag or anything, but we are both two people, me and Rev, that like to do things on our own. So we figure out how to do things on our own. So we know how to do a lot of things. And plus the way that we were raised, very independent and stuff like that. And so we know how to do a lot of stuff, and people like to take advantage of that. And when we say no, then, people don't like that. So it deters them from sticking around, which is hard for us, because then we have to, the aftermath of the Otaku kids having to deal with that. And it's hard seeing that over and over and over. I mean, they learn, but it's heartache after heartache. So it's a bit of a struggle sometimes.
Yep.
As parents, I think, too.
I feel like we're hitting on all sides of fellowship. that people are going to be like, that doesn't sound like fellowship to me. But the thing is fellowship can lead to other things. And it's what's done with those other things. I mean, you could try to feed into somebody's life, but if they aren't wanting to accept it, then that's not something that you can control. But whenever they start trying to feed negativity back, I mean, that's whenever the relationship becomes toxic.
Yep.
And are you going to deal with the toxic relationship, or are you going to walk away from a toxic relationship? We are the type of people where we don't like pushing people away. We deal with the toxic relationship and it rips us to shreds, but we try to continue to be that godly example to them. And sometimes, God takes control. Other times, they, like I said, we say no.
Yep.
One too many times and they leave.
Yeah. And of course, like I said, as parents, we have to take the safety and the, what we want our kids to see as examples in life, And I think as parents that it's hard because you have to balance, our own relationships versus the examples of your children and, and what we want versus what they need. And it can get, like I said, it can get difficult all around. But I think one example, because I know we've talked about different animes and stuff of having good examples of fellowship, but I think one example in the Bible that I like to look at is when Jesus started his ministry and he went around and picked his disciples. Granted, he's the Son of God, so he knew these men before ever, but those men chose to fellowship with Jesus, and they all came from different backgrounds, and they stuck with it and until the end, until chaos ensued. But I mean, that was his group that he fellowshiped with. It was just 12 people, and those were the ones that he prayed with. Those were the ones that he went into all the different places and anyways, lost my train of thought, sorry.
You're good. Well, since we're talking about kids, we're going to go to our next snack.
Yay!
This is the Chirin Cup Kanpai Ramune candy.
Ramune, as in the mouthful. Drink?
As in the drink.
Oh, is it going to be bubbly?
I have no idea.
I feel like there's going to be some kind of bubbles.
So it's based off of a soft drink?
Ramune is the drink that's in the glass jar and you push down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, so that's right. That's what it's based off of.
This would probably be based off of the melon flavor.
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the gum, right?
No, the Ninja gum is the last thing on the menu.
Hold on. Ramune. Oh, it just says Kanpai candy.
Yeah.
Is it a hard candy?
Yeah. It's like
it's almost
Smarties.
Like a sweet tart. Or Smarties. I like it.
I don't know. I think it's kind of bland.
What, Raver Mom? You giving this look?
I'd rather have Smarties.
I kind of agree. Yeah, I don't think there's much flavor in them.
I like them.
I mean, it's not bad, but it honestly makes me want Smarties.
Yeah, want a Smartie. Yeah.
Like, it's like a teaser. Like, just give me... But it is harder.
It is. Well, because, I mean, it's twice the size. It's like 2 Smarties, like, put together.
It might even be 3.
Yeah, I was debating about 2 or 3.
But, yeah, it makes me want Smarties. It's got my mouth watering like crazy, though.
It's because it's good and you just won't admit it.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'd give it a 4.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Would I sit there and eat a whole handful? Probably not. That's why Smarties are these little bitty, But it makes me want Smarties because I love Smarties.
Okay, so she gives it a 4. What do you give it, Kate?
I'm going to give it a 2. I'm passing on that.
I'd give it a 5, personally.
Really?
I like these things.
He's going to have the whole jar container.
Oh, you can have it.
You can. I won't eat anymore because that is, honestly, though, I think those are sweeter than Smarties, though.
Really? I mean, to me, they just tasted so bland. I didn't taste anything.
I just tasted
aside from, like, chalk.
Yeah, chalk. Like those chalky stick thingies that you can get in the little box.
The fake cigarettes?
During the fall season?
Yeah.
They still make those?
Yes.
You get them from Dollar Tree. They get them every year.
They,
Or if you go to the, there's a old general store in Crystal River.
Mm-hmm.
They sell them there, too. Except for they're a box of fake cigarettes like they were back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what it tastes like. Because they're just plain sugar sticks.
Yep.
That's what it tastes like.
Well, that's my favorite Halloween candy.
Yeah, which is why he loves it so much.
So I guess overall we will give this a 3.8. It's almost a 4.
No, just a 3.
Just a 3.
Yeah, because he said
a 2.
A 2, and I said 5, and you said 4.
So I think a 4. I think a 4 is Probably more accurate.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a 4 then. If you were to have to pick one anime character that you think is a true example of what it is to fellowship.
Luffy.
Why Luffy?
Because he doesn't care. Like, he stuck around for Sanji, and Sanji was a complete jerk. Like, I'm not going, I'm not doing anything for you, here's some food, shut up and leave me alone. Nami was Arlo's right-hand person. I mean, stabbed humans in the back. Granted, she was doing it to buy her...
God, that was such a good arc.
Her island, but, like, a lot of people thought she was the worst person because, she did this whole thing with Arlong. Luffy didn't care. Usopp. Lie after lie. Luffy didn't care. He didn't care. He still wanted them on a ship.
Okay. So you picked Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good examples. How is Luffy an example of iron sharpening iron for them? What influence does he put into their life?
I think that the fact that he, no matter what anybody says, because there's a lot of people that talk down on him. I mean, even now, granted, I'm not that far into the series, but even now, the princess that they just took along,
Vivi.
Vivi. I mean, she's talking to Nami, and she's like, well, why him? Like, they never expect Luffy to be the captain because of what an idiot he looks and what an idiot he seems like. But he doesn't care what anybody thinks. He still stays himself. He still accepts people. He still runs his ship, and everybody respects him.
Okay. K2.
Boom. Mic drop.
I'm gonna go with Natsu.
Natsu. Wow. Why Natsu?
Because he has a strong character. He's willing to, protect anybody that, stands for, his values. And even if they don't stand for his values, he will still, protect them, or at least give them a second chance.
Okay. And how is he an example of iron sharpening iron?
See, not as easy.
Yeah. Never give up.
I think he's in
protect friends.
I put him in the same realm as Luffy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like in the same bowl, so to speak.
Okay.
But yeah, but he's usually not the leader of the group.
No, not the leader, but I'm saying like his mindset. How he doesn't care what people think.
Yep.
So I could see where K2's going. You look like you don't understand, but I guess.
Hey, you guys are...
We normally team up against you anyways.
Yeah, you normally do. So, what we are trying here is the...
Ooh, is it the Pocky?
It is the Pocky Sticks. This is the Almond Crunch. This is like their gourmet.
Yeah, that's a fancy one if it's almond.
Oh, if you look at the Almond Crush one that they have in the stores now, like you can buy from Walmart, the boxes and everything are completely different. And if you've ever had them, these are actually a little different from what we can buy in the store here in the States.
I had Pocky Sticks this week.
From where?
So this week was teacher...
I always thought Pocky Sticks were overrated.
Well, I like snacking on them every once in a while. That's one of his and the kids' favorites. But so this week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and shout out to anybody who is an educator or works in the education field. You guys are awesome. I am one as well. But we had Teacher Appreciation Week, and they had this little snack cart. It was the coolest thing in the world, and there were Pocky Sticks on it. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
And you didn't bring me any.
Of course not. I ate the whole pack by myself in front of the kids and Princess Pika, and she was very upset with me. And they were all asking me where I got them from. So, yeah.
I would have been upset too.
Oh, and by the way, we have a book fair coming up, and my admin thought of you because there's going to be some manga there. And they were really impressed at the fact that it went from back to front. But they thought of you because there's One Piece and now here's the thing. Listen. So we're sent a whole bunch of stuff. And they went through it. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
To make sure, it's all...
Yeah, it's appropriate.
It's appropriate for the ages and, yeah. And they put some of it out specifically because they thought of you. Just, and everything. So...
I am touched.
Yeah.
That is...
Literally, I kid you not, she picked one up and was like, hey, this is something your husband might like. We put it out. And I was like, now I gotta buy one.
I'm about to say, they did it because they know that either she's gonna buy me one or I'm gonna buy it.
I took a picture of it to show you. I just forgot.
Grab a stick.
Pocky sticks.
See, what's cool about these, and you can take these.
Oh, there's not... Yeah, they're not...
What's cool about these is you can tell right off the bat that these biscuit sticks are thicker. These sticks are thicker than what we usually get.
Yeah.
Are these biscuits or these are still biscuits? Okay.
Yeah, they're biscuit sticks.
Those are good.
For those of you guys who don't know what Pocky sticks are, they are a light stick-shaped biscuit, usually covered in some form of chocolate. The particular flavor that we got is a sweet, smooth chocolate with crunchy almond bits for a snack that will satisfy your taste buds and keep your tummy happy.
Those are another dangerous one.
See, these Pocky, like I said, these are different than what we get here in our local stores. The biscuit is thicker, and it looks like the chocolate is way more chocolate.
Yeah, I'd say they're probably about twice the size.
And you can tell the difference in the chocolate.
Yeah. Those are definitely a 5 for me.
Raver Mom sent me this thing. They came out with a special edition Harry Potter Pocky stick.
Oh, was it like one of the gross bean flavors?
Butterbeer.
No, it's a butterbeer, and you can only get it overseas.
Wow. I found a website where you can buy it, and the shipping is only like $7.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those specialty Japanese ones, and you have to have it shipped like some of the stuff we're eating tonight. But it's a better beer flavor, so.
It's okay.
Come on, Universal, get with the program.
It's okay too. You said that these were
a 5.
Overrated. What do you think about
these
the
are
authentic ones?
The authentic ones are a 5, definitely.
Raver Mom, what'd you give it?
I don't know. I mean, they're good. They're flavorful. I would eat them. I don't know. What did I give the chips? Was it a 4?
You gave
3?
them like a 3.
Okay, I'll give them a 4. Because they're chocolate. It's not something that I would like go to the store and purposefully buy, but if somebody bought them for me, I'd eat them.
No, I'd give them a 5. So I guess
just because I don't know, I'm not. I guess it's maybe the almond bits. I don't know.
Well, looking at the website, there's a website called the JapanCandyStore.com where you can go and buy pretty much every snack that we're talking about. You can buy them individually. And they've got, in the, like, legit Pocky sticks, they've got a lot of different flavors, from matcha to strawberry chunks to, yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Strawberry what?
They're strawberry, like dipped, with dehydrated strawberry chunks.
Ooh, see, I'd like those.
Yeah.
Because I like the strawberry ones. Those are my favorites.
But yeah, no, they've got some really cool flavors in those. And what's cool is with these, they come in a 2-pack versus a single. So,
that's always handy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because it took me a while to eat that pack that I got this week. It's okay.
All right.
Princess Pico wasn't happy.
So I want to clean our palettes before the next one. So we are going to go to the next one. And this one is... These are Glyco scallop chips. These are a crispy, light, and flavorful scallop chip. It's a must-have snack for enthusiasts. These chips are crafted with the perfect combination of scallop and soy sauce flavor for a delightful, umami-forward taste. These chips are created and baked with rice dough, making them irresistible and highly addictive.
And Raver Mom is going to opt out of them.
Why?
I will tell you after you try them.
Well, I know what a scallop is.
I will.
As long as there's no coconut in it.
Yep.
No.
There's your salt flavor.
There, yeah. Alright, I was scared at first. These are good.
These are like your rice cakes.
But these are better than a rice cake, though. They actually have flavor.
Yeah. So why won't you eat one?
Because there's a whole lot of stuff in it that I'm not going to eat.
Well, let me see it. That way I can read the ingredients.
Let me have a little more. Those are pretty good. I was scared about these. I didn't think I was going to like them.
Okay, soy sauce, scallop extract powder, kelp extract, shrimp powder. Okay.
These are definitely better than those chips. These have like a good flavor to them.
Yeah, these aren't bad. I like them.
Well,
So what would you rate that, K2?
I give it a 4.
4? Well, that was just to prep our taste buds for what Raver Mom's been looking forward to. These are the matcha Kit Kats.
Being mean.
Huh?
Being mean.
Not being mean.
Making me wait.
I'm giving you Kit Kats.
Made me suffer through all this other stuff.
So this is a Japanese Kit Kat. It is called the Green Tea Double Layer. It is a unique Japanese Kit Kat flavor you won't want to miss. This sweet treat features double the layer for double the fun. It's made with the original chocolate layer on the bottom and a rich white chocolate and matcha layer on the top. The Green Tea Double Layer Kit Kat is perfectly balanced between sweet and bittersweet flavors. Raver Mom?
You're giving me 1? Give me 1. I was kidding.
Raver Mom.
I was just kidding. Did you know, K2? Regular Kit Kats here in the U.S., the ones that are messed up whenever they're coming out and they do quality control, they actually will take those and mash them and stuff and put them in the cream to make new Kit Kats.
Wow, I did not know that.
Recycling at its best.
They save even the bad ones.
Finally, someone who eats Kit Kats like I do.
Well, these kind of melted.
Oh, they came from overseas. This is dangerous. This is a Kit Kat that is like not as sweet. So you could eat these and eat these and eat these and not get sick.
Not the best flavor, but they're not bad. Very green tea. I think the green tea is almost a little overpowering.
I think that's what makes it where you can eat it like more. This is the healthiest Kit Kat ever.
Oh, I'm sure.
Raver Mom?
No.
No.
That was the most disappointing thing ever. I'm gonna have one of these chips.
She's going back to the Chip Star chips.
I was saying, I'm going to go back to the other chips, the scallop chips. I'd probably give those a 3.
I'd give him a 3. Raver Mom gives him a 1.
No, I give him a negative number. Just because I agree with what K2 said. To me, that green is a little more overpowering than what... I mean, if you like matcha, then that definitely...
And I do. I like matcha.
Yeah, if you like matcha...
Yeah, it's good.
Then you would love those. Definitely. I like matcha, but I don't love matcha, so...
And I'll save these for whenever we close down, because this turns into gum. So we'll save that. That's the last thing in the box. We'll save it for whenever we close out.
Okie dokie.
Please join us as we close in prayer. Father God, I thank you for your word. I thank you for what it says whenever it guides us to the type of fellowship we need in our lives. To not just look for people who are going to make us feel good, but to look for somebody who can make us better, who can lift us up, who can help lead us in the right direction. Someone who, a group of people who can become like family, Father God, to become more than just an acquaintance. And God, as we wrap up today's episode, let us remember that you are with us in every story, whether animated or real. And I pray that you, Father God, will help us to see you in everything we do and watch. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you for tuning into Reb's Otaku Talk. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your chosen platform and like us on our Facebook page and on X. Username at Reb's Otaku Talk. Also, join us on Waku Waku. Username Reverend Otaku 9000. Please leave a review or a comment and like and share your favorite moments with us. Also, don't forget to check out our new store, Reb's Otaku Shop. Description down. It's down in the description below. I hope you keep your anime collection strong and your faith stronger. See you later, guys.
Have a good night.
Hey guys, where'd you go? We forgot to do the gum. Well, I guess we're gonna do it next week.